And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Keenum now on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. They were looking the way of Decker that time, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And some space here. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Now Keenum maybe with a free play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. And on the ground they go with a running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Keenum. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5. 2nd and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd down, that's Lindsey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
14, now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Scott. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, that's Scott, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Boston Scott with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski good with the extra point. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return comes from Orleans Darkwa. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. These Broncos coming off 2 years of not making the playoffs after winning Super Bowl 50. And last year in Vance Joseph's first season, they went 5-11, had an 8-game losing streak. Now, look, the defense remained elite. But the quarterback carousel, the general lack of offensive production really led to a disappointing 2017.
And in order for them to reverse that, they've got to continue to play to their strength, which is their defense. And they did that by drafting Bradley Chubb at number 5 overall, the defensive end out of North Carolina State. Gives them extra pass rushers. But on offense, they made a peace offering to their defense By signing Case Keenum at quarterback, that should calm down that position and open up possibilities on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Yeah, we're good, we're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. On 1st down, it's Keenum. And that's the first NFL catch for Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Decker, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big hook up there, Wilson to Baldwin, and even 50 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down now, Scott, and he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Derek Wolfe. In there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They couldn't hook up with Decker that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Scott. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Wilson now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go, let's go.
The final shot before the break. Keenum. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. On 1st down, Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returnable for Lockett. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
14,
On 1st down, Scott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Don't take forever, okay?
On third down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerron Brown, his first touchdown in a Seahawk uniform. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
It wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Keenum. And he's got Decker left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, here's Keenum. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Keenum now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
14.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, Scott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes Darkwa. Oh, good move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Keenum. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Hey, Mike's right. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got it.
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brad McDougald. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Adam Gotsis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Busted. Scott making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Darkwa. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control. Back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go, let's go. Switch gears. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Hireman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Lindsey. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go, boys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Throw left side complete. It's Decker. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yards.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And out now come the Seahawks. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it, because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Seahawks, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to
out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now, I'm too, on one day on my third, I'm too broke now, I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a, boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right right now. Right now, need crew up right now, cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm two up right now. Two up right now. Yeah, I'm two up. Round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up, brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up, and we was getting that record.